very good in storytelling, and Tanishq has told different types of story in different situations. तो मियाँ का जो story, एक story मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी, the hero within you or everybody is a star. I like that. So if you can share with us the storytelling aspects of Carrot Lane and Mia.
I think the central thing in all this is right from beginning of Titan Company, we were very obsessed with customers and customers as people, not just as consumers of products, but customers as people, their relationships with each other in the family, and what touches them and all that. And therefore, all the branding work, marketing work that we did right from beginning was all rooted in that. So if you recollect the gifting films that Titan had for its watches, where husband, wife, parents, children, student, teacher. In fact, there was one idea that the agency had come to me saying, one customers, people gifting a watch to a dog, to their dog. I said, no, we can't be going all that, that much. But essentially the relationships, the understanding of the nuances in the relationships, what touches people, how can we really make somebody emotional, feel and all that, was a developed capability of Titan over the decades. And I think that shows in everything that we do. And like in the Mia film that you talked about, or we have launched a product called Postcards in Carrot Lane. Postcards. So this product is actually the product that if you buy a ring, there is a video that you create for your wife, for example. That video is embedded in the ring. Okay. So I gift you, you're my wife, I gift you the ring, and anytime, ever, let's say 20 years later, you want to remember your husband is not with you. You want to remember, so you just scan the ring, the video will play of 20 years back. So that kind of it's called Postcards. That product is called Postcards, where the emotion is carried forever with that gift. So this is more, I would say, thinking about customers and people. Customers as people, right? Like one of the most powerful things that Santosh Desai, who's the social commentator, he said in a marketing conference that marketers have ended up breaking people into customer segments so much that they've forgotten that they are people to start with before they became customers. So I think, therefore, so what is Anil as a person, and how can I move him as a person before he buys a watch or a jewelry piece or whatever? I think that focus is, all the storytelling is, so when we did the second marriage film in 2013, for example, Tanishq is, and Ajoy uses a very powerful phrase today, that the women of Tanishq say that nobody gets me as well as Tanishq does. Nobody understands me as well as Tanishq does. That's what he uses to describe the power of Tanishq in a sense. And therefore, the brand becoming a mirror to her aspirations. And therefore, in 2013, it was so easy for a man to get married second time, third time, fifth time, nobody will ask questions. But a woman getting married the second time, it's a big thing, right? So we wanted to normalize that. We wanted to make women feel that it is okay to get married second time, third time. It is okay to get married with a child, from the first marriage, it's fine. So that, giving agency to women, for example, is a very powerful approach. You can call it strategy at one level, but it's also a world view that the company brings, that this is a better world. Of course, we may connect better with the customer, sell more jewelry because of that, yes, but it's also a better world that we want to move to as a country, as a society.
So you gave the very interesting example, and it's a fantastic product idea, ring with the video. So as I already said once, what is an experience? A memory. So I recently read a quote, sometimes you will never realize the value of a moment till it becomes a memory. So I said, what a fantastic idea, what a profound idea. I said, who has written this? There's a gentleman called Dr. Seuss. And Dr. Seuss he writes for, and he has written books for children. So it touched my heart and suddenly it popped in my mind. So I am sharing it with you. So now we come to the Zoya part. Zoya is an excellent example or a case for you to fulfill Justice Desai's dream. What was his dream? Building a Tiffany of the East. So it's a luxury brand, but I am a doubting Thomas, so I will ask you something. See, when you talk about the classical definition of a luxury brand, see, luxury is subjective. What is luxury to me, somebody may not agree. But when you're talking about a luxury brand, it has got a few characteristics, like artistic value, selective distribution, there are so many other, but two are very important is the international presence. It has to be present in multiple countries for it to qualify as a luxury brand. So I'm sure, and the heritage, how many years it has been in existence. So I think Zoya, of course I love that brand, but not much is known because I'm not a target audience also. And it is gaining traction in recent years. So please share your thought process, the storytelling, the vision. Of course we have those 2 videos which I had requested you. Please.
No, you're very right. But at the same time, not everybody could be born 100 years back. Somebody has to be born 10 years back, 20 years back. So Zoya was born only 15 years back. But it has all the makings of it, eh? And in terms of the characteristics, some of which you described, which is the artistry and exceptional detail, eye for detail and exceptional obsession for standards. In fact, I was just at the Zoya New Product Development Center in the morning. And the customer experience of, I have not seen it in any luxury store anywhere in the world, and I keep saying it in so many places I go to. It's an inclusive luxury. Zoya is a very warm, inclusive, typical luxury stores, you have people standing at the door almost daring you to enter. If you go outside India, whereas Zoya is not like that. You are welcome. Even if you're not a customer for Zoya, you're most welcome. But going back to the building of luxury, today the most discerning and demanding customers in this country for luxury products, there are so many of them who are customers of Zoya. Okay, and particularly in the last 5 years, Zoya has really scaled up, and their rating of Zoya is like there, and they are customers of Cartier, Gucci, LV, you name it, they are customers of those brands, and some of them, of course, customers of luxury jewelry brands as well. And Zoya compares very, very well in their mind with those brands which are storied brands, which are decades old, which are global. Obviously, Zoya is still Indian, it is yet to go out. But I think the notions are also changing. People are now becoming, especially in India, more and more open to these concepts. Like, what is luxury? Supposing it is here, only here, and it is something comparable to the best in the world, and it's only 15 years old, but that is whatever old. So what is the question that, they're not saying that, but I can certainly see it in their behavior, and I'm sure it's only a matter of, time before Zoya even steps out of the country and becomes much more well-known in those, circles. But all the material is there and the trajectory is already happening.
So this Zoya also falls in the pattern of Tanishq and Titan. It's a very friendly brand. If you compare, like say you mentioned Cartier, they are all snooty brands. They will not talk to you properly, they will not show you. So it's a very friendly brand, and the storytelling aspect and those videos, how you want to integrate, I'm actually looking forward to that.
No, let's see the videos.
Okay, which one you want to see first? Sonam wala or ya dusra? Do hai.
Sonam is that my embrace wala.
Haan.
Let's
So
play
Sonam
only
wala-
that. I think.
Every moment I look to be me. I feel the joy of just being me. All of my hues I celebrate.
क्या कुछ कहना चाहोगे इसके?
So this was all about a woman in a way loving herself and embracing herself and finding a wholesome beauty within her, as opposed to looking outside for any appreciation. That there is so much beauty within you. You know it yourself, so embrace yourself, and this is the concept behind the product. And again, so like I said, the ability to understand deeply what connects people, what connects you with yourself, I think that's also at the center of the success of the company. And it shows in many ways whenever we do things like, for example, there was a very powerful film Tanishq had done about a year and a half back called Superwoman. And I don't know how many of you have seen it, but it shows young woman, maybe mid-30s, doing a lot of things. So she's a multitasking person. So it's almost like a Durga with so many hands and juggling. The typical picture of a woman. And so it's a very predictable storyline till the end, if I can call it, where she's shown doing this, doing that, and of course, any typical superwoman kind of film would do that kind of thing. By the time it's about to end, she's really tired of the whole thing, and then she goes home and then she looks into the camera and she admits that, look, I'm tired, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm disappointed, because she loses some pitch at work that she was doing. So it ends, and then the question is asked, this superwoman, is it an appreciation or is it an expectation? And suddenly you realize, my God, yeah, we have made this into such that a woman can do so many things. She can be a deadly mom, she can be a deadly wife, she can be a deadly career woman. So she can be many things. So is that actually, are you appreciating her? इतना बड़ा expectation बना रखा है that she has to really struggle to perform that, which is a deep insight when you really think about it. And then when you pull it out and Tanishq builds that story, that women say, nobody gets me like Tanishq does. So this is another example of it.
इनसे मिलिए, शी इज अ सुपर वुमन.
Yeah, Raji, the client meeting is at 3 o'clock. Have you uploaded the data? No. Bye.
बाएं हाथ से ऑफिस चलाती हैं और दाएं हाथ से घर. ना वो अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन भूलती है, ना रिश्तेदारों के प्रेजेंस.
52nd birthday. नहीं 24 का पैक नहीं, 12
दिन के 24 घंटों में वो 30 घंटे का काम कर जाती है.
अरे सब कर लेते हैं. उसके असिस्टेंट को घर के रोल पे क्या
और दूसरों को हमेशा खुद से पहले रखती हैं. ओह सॉरी. ना वो थकती है, ना वो रुकती है, सब कर लेती है. हर मोमेंट में बस शाइन करती रहती है. I mean, she's like a...
बस भी करो.
क्या हुआ?
सांस तो ले लो.
पर तुम तो सुपर वुमन हो.
पर ह्यूमन भी तो हो ना. थकती हूँ, रुकती हूँ.
तनु बेटा, आगे.
हाँ. हारती भी हूँ. ह्यूमन हूँ.